With us now is Christopher Gagliardi, and I met Christopher through Facebook. And he's a wonderful, fantastic person with an inspiring story to tell, and that's why I brought him here, so that all of you could feel the joy that I have in knowing him. Christopher, welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm appreciative for being here today.
Now, when we first met on Facebook, you were sending me some nice information about yourself and the things that you are doing to empower others, especially around bullying. Can you tell me a little bit about how your process has started and where you stand and what you're doing?
Well, I was born with a condition called infantile autism, and because I was always bullied because of the challenges I faced with autism, and until the late 1980s and 90s, people with autism were always shunned. They were always never took the time to see they could give contributions to society, and they always exclude them away, you know? So I wanted to be included to give them a whole fight.
Now, when you knew that you were being bullied, did you understand why when you were little?
No, as a matter of fact, I'd never even had a chance to speak because I knew music before I could even talk. And everything was taught to me by rote through my mother and everybody in particular. And it really made me see that I needed to speak up for myself more. And the first thing I ever said at the age of 16, believe it or not, was, "Mom, I needed a hug," because my mother was going through breast cancer at the time. And as a result, being bullied and coming home with tears in my eyes, that broke the ritual with "Mom, I'm home," coming home, doing the books and all this sort of thing.
So that was when you became verbal?
Yes, and I've been doing speaking engagements since I was the age of 14. I got involved with my IEP programs in school, and because of my ability to speak out on the stories that affected me, I got a chance to do some very important missionary work with Dare to Dream conferences and so forth.
It's fabulous. It's absolutely wonderful. But now you've decided to take that one step further, not just empowering yourself to be, your greatest self, but now you're helping other people that are being bullied.
I read reports that were very tragic. I mean, there were youngsters who took their own lives as a result of bullying, and that really made me mad. So the first thing I did was I ran for office because of the fact and I won 15% of the vote as a candidate for the assembly. Now I'm working with the same person who I ran against, and we have the toughest anti-bullying bill in the state. But my goal is to make it criminal so that the youth can have a judicial voice, like in student courts, and older if their lives are taken, so that they can be held accountable. We saw that with the historic case of Tyler Clementi, as we all know, with the suicide and with this trial that took place. And we need to change the laws to make it tougher so that bullying cannot take place ever again in a child's life, so they could be a future leader for the entire world.
Right, so instead of an adult saying to somebody, "That's not nice, don't say mean things to that person," or just a smack on the hand, you wanted to actually have some legislation that's passed that makes it criminal. Like, you're going to get in a lot of trouble, and you're going to lose your privileges as a citizen if you behave this way.
If the youth can actually understand at a young age what it is not to bully the person, like to apologize to them and sign a pledge or to say apology in front of the school or whatever, I think it would be able to give them a powerful chance to say, "Look, this is not right. You have to do what's correct," in order for the youth to be able to stand up and become a capable leader. And I'm clearly living evidence of that.
Yes, you are. I think what's wonderful, too, is the fact that you ran for office, and even though you didn't win the office, you still won because you're getting your message out to the public. And you have a petition.
Yes, that's correct.
Tell me about that.
It's at a grassroots group called change.org, and so far to date, over 1,028 people from all over the world have signed it. And my petition is to the House of Representatives, the national leaders, the worldwide leaders. I've had people from around the world sign the petition from as far away as Canada, the Pacific Islands, Africa, Europe. And my goal today is to say, look, we need to give these youth a judicial voice. We need to show them at a young age it's wrong to bully a youngster because of their gender preference and so forth. It is time for us as citizens to say, even the parents to say, hey, this is not the way to go. We need to give respect and tolerance and hope to those who can't speak up for themselves. The time for silence has to stop.
I absolutely agree. And knowing that it took you so long to become verbal and now you found your voice, what a wonderful thing it is that you're using your voice to make a difference in the world. You know, you should be very proud of yourself. I don't know if that's a feeling or an emotion that you can really take on. But Christopher, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you very much. And I think that I'm very humbled to be able to do what I'm doing. Thomas Paine said it best, that the world is my country, that all mankind are my brethren, to do good is my religion. And there's one more person I've got to put in, and he's a philosopher of my faith in Buddhism, which is Daisaku Ikeda, who always said that a great human revolution in one single individual will help achieve a change in the destiny of an entire nation, and further will help achieve a change in the destiny of the entire human race. If one person can start a positive human revolution, then there will be a lot more people to stand up and raise their voices as one to say, we care. The youth are our future, and the time to act is now.
Christopher, thank you. Thank you for being a guest on Live It Up. Thank you for teaching me how to live it up. It was an honor and a privilege to have you here. You actually brought a tear to my eye. So how can people reach out to you, Christopher, and help you? What's the website? How can they find you?
They can Google the petition at Give the Youth the Rights for Justice Against Bullies, or they can reach me at my email address at greatson1@yahoo.com, or my office in Englewood, New Jersey, on 1 Engle Street, Suite 108, and the phone number and everything will be there. So if you ever want me to come and speak at certain schools or whatever, I will be glad to do so. And no matter what, I want this to be my testament to the youth across the country and around the world as a legacy to leave behind, because youth are the future. They are the global citizens who can make an everlasting impact.
They are, and you helped me do my job and my mission today. You helped me help other people live it up. Thank you so much, Christopher.
Thank you very much.
I always wish
honored.
you happy journeys, okay?
Thank you.
We can do this together, you know, and I have a little secret to tell you. As a child, I was bullied as well. So you and I, we have a lot to say, right? So
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more. You've been watching Live It Up. Gosh, Christopher, that was just amazing.
Thank you.